So IFS, Internal Family Systems, founded by Richard Schwartz. He may be Dick Schwartz.
Yep.
The podcast notes, I've had him on the podcast, is a framework for not just interpersonal communications, but also therapy and trauma work, where you identify different aspects of the self. That's the internal family part. That's the reference. And it's very, very powerful for trauma work. That's where I have the most familiarity. So for people who want more on that, they can just search my name or IFS at tim.blog/podcast. That's a good idea to name it, because it also buys a little bit of time, and it provides a window into the felt experience without leaping directly to an argument.
That's right.
It's kind of announcing the players on the stage before the players start talking.
Yeah, there's a way in which you're stepping to what we would call the third position, like to a balcony to name what's going on.
Could you say more about that? Third position?
So we talk about really skilled communicators and negotiators developing first position skills, second position skills, and third position skills. So first position skills are how self-aware are you of what's going on for you, what meaning you're making of things, different emotions you're bringing to the table or identity issues, etc. And can you share them clearly and skillfully? Second position skills are how good are you at stepping into someone else's shoes and imagining the world as they see it and finding a way to get yourself to genuine curiosity. If I can get from that's crazy to I wonder why you think something like that, which feels crazy, well, that's at least a step in the right direction. So those are empathy skills. And also letting them know that you understand or that you're working to understand it anyway. And third position skills are, can I step above the fray and name what's happening? Like that's what the couples are doing in the Gottman work, which is to like just admit I am good and you are bad. That's what's really going on here. Like you're naming our usual escalation pattern. Mm-hmm. So in the book, we talk about stepping to the third position, starting a conversation from the third position, which is, I know that you and I struggle with a difference, or I know we feel differently about how we talk to each other, for instance. Or I know that it makes me crazy when the dishes are not done before everyone goes to bed and food sits on the table, which I think is disgusting. And I know that after dinner, you just want to relax. And so when it's your turn to do the dishes, the food does sit. I wonder what we should do about that. So you're naming there's a difference between how I prefer things and how you prefer things. And the conversation is about just better understanding that and what we should do about it. That's a promising way to start a conversation. It's also related to what we call the and stance. And there are a couple different kinds of ands. There's what we call the you, me, and. I know you prefer it this way, and I prefer it another way. I know that you find it hard when I'm harsh or direct or make unilateral decisions. And I find it hard when you accuse me of being selfish when I do that, since I don't think that's really what's going on. What should we do about that? I know you feel upset and betrayed and let down by me, and I feel wrongly accused and upset and betrayed that you would think that of me, that we can both be upset at the same time. So that's the you, me, and. Then there's another thing called a me, me, and this is much more what Dick Schwartz, I think, is talking about, which is that I love you and admire how skillfully you've brought this up and care that I have once again upset or hurt you. And I'm also mad at you for bringing it up now. And I'm worried and frustrated that I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep. And I feel partly wrongly accused or misunderstood, at least. And so I feel conflicted. And the feelings, if we're going to step into the feelings conversation part of difficult conversations, often there's a headline feeling, or there's a feeling I think I'm supposed to have right now. But underneath that are a whole bundle of conflicting and mixed feelings, and sometimes sorting them out. And I think this is part of what Dick Schwartz is helping people do with IFS, which is to sort out the parts of them that feel differently.
So it's not just a soupy, murky mess.
Yes. I love you and I'm mad at you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sometimes give people 2 chairs and like put the positive feelings here, and in this other chair, put the negative feelings there, say what you want to say to them. And when you move between chairs, you need to spend time in each chair. And when you move between chairs, use the word and, not but. Because usually we'll say, I love you, but you're driving me crazy.
That negates the first statement.
Yeah, they say but is the great eraser. So it feels like the first part is just easing in. The second part is what this is really about. When in fact, often both things are equally true, which is why and helps.